Okay, after looking at the analogy, what would happen to the water level if you keep changing the input water level? If you make it slowly, then the output water level can follow it because there is some inertia in the system, and we need to give some time for this to make up. And if you do it slowly, this will follow it, but if you make it fast, then definitely this can't follow. So if you keep changing this fast, add one, add remove one, add one, remove one, then this won't make any changes. Okay, let's talk in our circuit language. So adding, removing in a smooth way is what we call a sine wave. So this is how if you apply input. So you start with the 0, then keep increasing, you reach some positive peak, then keep decreasing, then you become 0, then again increasing in the reverse direction and reaches the peak, then decreases, and this continues again and again and again. So one cycle of sine wave is shown here. Now what would happen when the output voltage is 0, and this is what we call input voltage. Input voltage is changing with some peak sine omega t, where omega is 2 pi f. F is the frequency with which it is changing, number of cycles per second. Okay, let's not get into this. Now, what are we trying to look at is this is increasing, and if this increase is slow compared to the inertia of this system, that means the maximum current this can allow and how much charge is required to see change across this, both together are going to decide the inertia of this system. So if this is moving slowly compared to the inertia, then this can also follow it, and you can expect the similar output here. But only thing is there may be a little displacement because it doesn't start immediately at 0, so there will be a phase shift. Okay, a little delay between input and output. Okay, as this is doing very slowly, then you get sufficient time for the capacitor to get charged to full value, and hence this can go up to V. But if you increase the speed with which it is working, then the capacitor will not get sufficient time to reach its peak. Therefore, it may go only a small value where this is less than V. You further increase, this will further reduce in its magnitude because the capacitor is not getting sufficient time to get charged fully, and the resistor is not allowing sufficient current to charge the capacitor. So both together are working in unison. The resistor is not giving sufficient charges, and capacitor needs more charge to get sufficient voltage across it, and hence both together are not satisfied with the speed with which the input is changing. Therefore, the output cannot follow input after some stage. So, if I just try to see what is the output, if I try to see what is the output magnitude with respect to the frequency. So, if the input is having a magnitude of V, then the output will start at V. If you start at 0 potential, yes, if there is no sorry, zero frequency. If there is no change, that is DC, then definitely if you apply V here, then after one period, this will become V and will remain V. So if you increase frequency, then it is making very slow changes, and that slow change you are giving sufficient time for this to follow it, and hence the output also you are getting similar to this. So the output gets almost same value, but after some frequency the time is not sufficient for this to follow up. Therefore output is not growing as required, so it keeps growing less and less. So finally it goes down and becomes zero. So it's having so much inertia that this is changing so fast, so this cannot follow up, and hence the output becomes almost zero. So we can say that some frequency here till which the output is same as input, but after this frequency your output is almost not present. So you can just think this as a filter. You can think this as a filter which filters the upper side of this frequency, which is called cutoff frequency. This is called a cutoff frequency FC. So after FC you don't find the output, but below FC there is output. So this gets your spectrum gets divided into two bands, and this is called the conduct, the one which is allowed, and this is not allowed. It's all called cutoff band of frequencies, and this is a conduction band of frequencies. It will allow, this will not allow. So this is something low pass action. If you want a other way, say where you don't want low frequency signals, you want high frequency signals, then the same circuit in some orientation can be worked out, and that's what is the matter we need to look at in our next session. So till then, take care. Bye.